Hello everyone! Today I will try on weather conditions test. And let's see what sets I have prepared for you. Today they are almost all black, but I have one of the red ones here, and here it is. It looks very nice. And here let's look at ours. The next beautiful black set, and here it is. It looks like this. And our third one, it is our bra. Here we have our beautiful undergarments. This is what they look like. And our last set, or rather the set we will start with. This is what it looks like, and let's start with it. This is what our first set looks like. It is very beautiful. And let's start with undergarments. Our undergarments are in this format, like this, and here's a little triangle, which ours is completely lacy. It's very pretty. It also stretches well. Pulls the rubber bands on the sides so much he personally stretches them. This is very convenient, has a big plus. Also here, let's go up. The set is quite simple. Interesting, beautiful details. It's just simple, ordinary for everyday life, as for me. That's what it looks like. We also have these lacy triangles on top. Here we have these elastic bands that stretch well. And we have them like that too. Like simple ones. Here we have the clasp in the front. That is once unfastened, once fastened. And in the back, we just have a really stretchy one elastic, which we also have on the sides. That's why they are inserted. Such small lace cups. One of the advantages, there are no bones here push up. Accordingly, nothing will press on you. That's what has a big plus. But it has a little strings sticking out. And let's see how it will look wet. That's what it looks like in wet. It's not much different from when it's dry. It just started to stick a little more to the top. But from the bottom, it's like this. Nothing happened. That is, the undergarments remained comfortable and were comfortable. And also, their draft density has decreased a little. That is, they stretch a little less than. They stretched like this before. Our fittings are intact. Ours, she didn't get scratched. Here's one of the downsides. That in some places threads stick out in this product. But it's not that bad, because we can easily cut them. And everything will be fine. Well, it's still not very pleasant. That we still have threads sticking out, without any idea for it. Therefore, I would advise choosing more carefully. And also read reviews, so as not to get on such a product. And let's move on to our next set. Our second set, this is how it looks, very beautiful. By the way, be sure to subscribe and click the bell. And interesting, and let's start perhaps from the bottom. They are so simple here, but in our time, they have many different details. I'll start with the most basic, the bow. Also here, we have a triangle like this in front. Also velvet. Looks very nice. And on the sides, we are decorated with lace inserts of black color, which depict various flowers. The patterns look very nice and elegant. I like them madly. And at the back here, if you look, we have a grid depicted. That's more precisely all the cheats material. But despite this, they look quite aesthetically beautiful. And let's move on to the top. Our top is simpler. It looks simpler. And accordingly, there is less to tell about it. But still something to look at. Our cups are made of mesh material. But we also have decorations like rubber bands. And let's see what it looks like when wet. It was a little difficult to get it wet. even up, but it became darker, less transparent. Here, and let's continue looking at the top. Where we stopped, here we have these rubber bands, which go like this cross, from at home. And it stretches very well. And its stretchiness remained the same as it was, which is a big plus of our Britellex. And we also have fittings at the back, with which we can fasten our bras. This is a big plus. It is very beautiful. Comfortable low movements. And let's move on to our next set. Let's look at our third beautiful set. It looks very nice and good. But unfortunately, I got the size a little wrong. I ordered a little bigger, since the reviews said that it runs small. Here it is. It turned out that he broke it after all. So it is better to order 2 at once to choose which one suits you better, and which one does not, send back. And let's take a closer look. Let's start as always. They have a new video of the triangle. And also here, these elastic bands in the form of a cross, which stretch. There are 2 of them here. Here is the first. Here is the second. Just look. They stretch here. 3 of me look. That's true. And they are so simple. Here we have a pretty good mesh. But in some places, the threads stick out, which is why I don't really like it. Well, this can be trimmed. It's not that bad. The bodice is made very interesting. He has these bones here, but at the same time, they stretch well and are very mobile, which is a big plus. And the main material, which covers our chest cage. This is a mesh. Time is a triangular thing. And let's see how the set will look wet. And why is this set looking wet? And let's continue. Our superior's discretion. And I also want to add that it didn't stick that much when wet. Or something else, it's probably related to the fact that it's a little too big for me. But that's okay. And let's continue this our top. Well, our lift can be unfastened and removed from the front. Or from the back, because in the back, apparently we also have a fastener, with which we can remove. And also on. We have elastic on these things. We have fittings, with which we can make them bigger, smaller, and build them as we feel comfortable. And let's move on to our next set. Our last 4th set. This is how it looks, very beautiful. The brightest, so to speak. And all my collections where there were mainly only black ones. And this red one got in. Well, let's see. Bottom of our set of our pluses. This is what it looks like. They have very large, wide, and thick elastic bands. Just look at what they are. Also here, we have fittings in the form of hearts. Very pretty, very good, and very beautiful. And here, we have everything done too. These are the same widths on the elastic bands. Here we have these hearts. And here, we also have the main material here. It's mesh. This looks very good, comfortable. They would even say, these undergarments are suitable for constant everyday wear. But still, the bra, of course, does not quite fit. Since for me, it has a lot of different fittings, which will get in the way. If you want to put on a shirt on top, for example, if it is not thick enough, it will be very visible. And let's see how it looks wet. It didn't stick much more. Nothing much has changed, it became a little darker. But no more. And let's continue looking at this set. And let's take a closer look at our top. Ours is also made of transparent fabric, which has such cute little hearts. Such all sorts of hearts we have there. You can do it like this, or like this. Here we have heart-shaped fittings. Very cool and beautiful. And here we have silver-colored ones. On such elastic bands that stretch very well. Everything here stretches well. A wonderful set. At the back, we have fittings for. And also on these. Zinishka, in which we also have fittings on the hangers. Oh, not to fasten, but so that we can adjust. Very less. To do that is how it will be convenient and comfortable for us. And this is where our video comes to an end. Thank you all for watching. And bye-bye to everyone.